Welcome to NBA Restart, presented by State Farm. Our basketball souls refreshed here in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. Fourth meeting of the season between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here from the HP Fieldhouse. LeBron James with 22 points in his last game. Chris Paul, nobody has been more clutch this year than him. As we take a look at tonight's starting lineups delivered by Taco Bell. Gallinari, Adams, and Dort up front in the backcourt. Talked about it a few moments ago with Doris, Chris Paul, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Meanwhile, for the Los Angeles Lakers, up front it'll be Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, LeBron James in the backcourt, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Danny Green. The Lakers have already clinched first place in the Western Conference. You'd have to go back to 2010 to find those. OKC right now trying to jockey for position in the Western Conference. And they had that game almost put away a couple of nights ago against Denver, but they let it slip at the end. They come into this one 1-1. The Lakers 2-1 here in Orlando. Going to be interesting to see how much we get to watch LeBron and Anthony Davis today, Doris. Them having already clinched a playoff spot, although Frank Vogel did tell us that there's still a lot to work on moving forward and getting a little momentum moving into the playoffs. Underway, LeBron across the midcourt line. Chris Paul guarded by Danny Green. Oklahoma City coming into the game 41-25. Dort with a nice quick shoot off the dribble.
And that's probably exactly how he said it.
One of the best interviews that you'll ever hear or listen to in the NBA. Steven Adams, always a little bit of comedy. He has nothing funny about that left-handed layup. Gilgeous-Alexander off the Adams screen. Good closeout by Danny Green. McGee lays all the way off of Adams. Great spin move for the bucket. 8-3 OKC with an early lead just underway here in the first quarter. Good ball pressure by Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron with a free throw so far in the ball game. Nice dime inside to McGee. And McGee with a nice finish.
See, LeBron, no.
He was almost deferential to a fault. Gallinari has a size advantage on Danny Green. And good back tap by Danny Green. They got a 3-on-2. Green lobbed it up top for LeBron, and Davis finishes it. Your officiating crew tonight. Adams on the drive and the punch.
I like it.
Paul missing the three. Deep outlet pass to Davis. That's something they do at least once or twice a game. Pope from deep. Got it. Just the way Frank Vogel drew it up, Doris.
Yeah, to me, that's where they're most dangerous, right? Is they sprint. Both their post players can rim run as well as anybody in the league. They've got an incredible wingspan to toss it up to as Gallo hits a tough shot.
Wow. By Gallinari.
Well, Caldwell-Pope's given up some size, trying to be physical with Gallo. Really great concentration to get that off. It's his rest. He'll start the second quarter. AD, they'll run almost exclusively through here on the offensive end when they're in the half court.
This is a fun matchup, Doris.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Paul against Anthony Davis. Paul defers to Gilgeous-Alexander on the baseline. Good decision. And the Thunder still up by 5. Alex Caruso checked into the ballgame during the last break. Caldwell-Pope hustles for the loose ball. Davis with great handles for a guy 6'11".
Wow.
Really covers ground.
Come on, that's 2 steps. Little hesitation on Oklahoma City. I think Nerlens Noel thought maybe a switch.
4 points for Davis. LeBron on the bench getting a breather. Gilgeous-Alexander hits the three ball.
In terms of roster turnover superstars since his first year here. And the fact that he got off to such consistent success regardless of the personnel.
Yeah, it's never been just kind of routine for him. As
you look at these minutes here.
Markieff Morris was a little bit late coming to campus here in Orlando. Both he and his brother of the Clippers, Marcus Morris. For personal reasons, Chris Paul splits the double team. Andre Robertson on the floater. Followed it up and got it in. He, folks, is maybe the best.
Some other guys, and some other guys have stepped up and done a nice job. And, you know, I think when guys are out, the one thing that's helped our team this season is at different points in time, we've had different guys step in, and that's been nice about this group.
Working so far in the first quarter. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Rachel.
Back to you guys.
Waiters on the move. Kuzma, he's been shooting it well from downtown, and he continues on that tear. LeBron put Dort in the weight room. Wow.
Come on, Lou Dort. You're not getting that call against
After
LeBron.
clinching the #1 seed scenario in play, or is there something bigger at play here?
Well, I didn't like how their offense looked against Toronto, and I thought obviously Toronto's schemes and defense and the personnel they have played a part in that. But I'd certainly be somewhat concerned.
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
Danny makes a shot.
They've gotten on the same page, been on the same page for most of the season, all of the season, in fact. And you can't take that for granted as Caruso punches one home. He can shoot it. Initially drafted by the New York Knicks. 6'10", good range. Here's Caruso. McGee posting up inside. He was calling for it. McGee spins on Gallinari. Nice move by JaVale McGee.
Right, Rachel, 7 negative tests.
7 negative tests on the way in, and he'll be quarantining for 4 days in the bubble once he gets here. And then they will let him rejoin the Lakers for practice and rehab.
Yeah, he's a key piece for this team. Caruso filling in nicely right now with the layup. Oklahoma City played for the OKC Blue and then was released late in the season. Thought about going to Europe. Had a great performance in the Las Vegas Summer League a couple of years ago and was signed to a deal. He's been a part of this roster ever since. Chris Paul just playing at his own.
Oh, with pull-up jump shots. Look at him just hold off Caruso. And I swear he almost loves to attack the big. And Anthony Davis gets a little of his own back on the lob. That's great.
The end.
But his vertical pass, they just throw it up there. I mean, Steven Adams not close to challenging that.
About a 7-second difference between the shot and game clock. Kuzma, good tip in by Markieff Morris.
To figure out who they are without Avery Bradley. Now, that didn't mean that he gave the guys a pass at halftime. He said that they were fouling so much defensively that it just took them.
James against Dort. LeBron seeing a lot of bodies. McGee inside off the nice pass from Anthony Davis. 11-point lead still for the Thunder. Chris Paul drop pass for the wrong guy. Quinn Cook has Danny Green with him, but did it himself for his first field goal. Wow. They both went down hard. They haven't been able to play their style. Chris Paul in traffic. A little bit of sauce and a great finish. The master at work.
He came into
Alex Caruso looking to check in for the Lakers. Chris Paul squares up and fires right over the top of Quinn Cook.
They've been working on his lower left leg. I spoke to Sam Presti from Oklahoma City, and he said that he does not think that it is serious at this time. So they hope he'll be back later in this game. They'll see. And in fact, guys, I think he's about to walk out on the court right now.
Yeah, it'll take a lot, Rachel, to sideline Steven Adams. Danny Green from the corner knocks down his second 3-ball of the game.
He's 2 for
15-point ball game. Caruso tried to find Kuzma. Kuzma takes it inside and goes glass. A bit of quiet in the rebound. Here's Diallo. Gallinari again. Yes! Butter.
Boy, you quick shoot
This
a three.
fires again. Abdel Nader. But LeBron 5 of 15 from the field. Noel kicks it out. LeBron with great anticipation. Kuzma from the corner. Got it. Working against Kuzma. 5 on the shot clock for CP3. Good defense by Kuz. Diallo inside with the flush. Hasn't shown up in the first 3 quarters. Don't want to take any credit away from OKC. They've been on task and on point here tonight. This is a team that's been slept on all year, the Thunder. LeBron to Markieff Morris. Baseline jumper is good.
I
Couldn't
think
get the
he
putback.
helped.
And here's LeBron coming downhill. Steps through with the left hand and one.
Wow, he had been struggling. You've noted it close. Well, this time he gets all the way to the cup, crosses over Diallo.
Those long strides to the bucket. Chance to complete the 3-point play. Ball out front. Working against Kuzma. 5 on the shot clock. Launching the 3 and hits bottom.
Under
Chris
it.
Paul's vegan diet. They've got a lot of vegan options for the players here as part of the food choices as Waiters starts to right back in the day with the 76ers. Former NBA champ.
One of the most moving Hall of Fame speeches ever.
Yes.
Mo Cheeks. He's really got to grow in that catch and shoot. Even if you focus on the corners at first, Mark.
LeBron threw it up for JaVale McGee, who wasn't ready for the alley-oop, and he cleaned it up himself. Here comes Dion Waiters. 15-point lead for OKC. LeBron James getting a breather. Dion Waiters forcing one up inside and counted off glass.
Starting to percolate a little bit.
But here comes Caldwell Pope. Remember, Caldwell Pope took a shot to the ribs from Chris Paul earlier. Waiters. There he goes. That's his 4th field goal.
Left hand. His free throw motion makes you know he's got, good form.
Caldwell Pope off the screen, counted. But still, that's part of the game. That's a skill. Waiters inside. Looking for the foul call for Mark Davis. Won't get separate lunchrooms, maybe?
Maybe it becomes just slightly less collegial.
Yeah. Dort on the break. Showing you some of his speed and athletic ability.
And we'll see if the Lakers can bounce back tomorrow night against Houston, the Rockets.
Well, they're going to have to bounce back, and they're going to be bouncing back against a very good offensive team led by the leading scorer in the NBA, James Harden.